of service to the world. And I was doing these slap contests back then. These girls, I don't know if you ever seen the videos where the girls slap each other in the ring. That's me in the middle of the ring set. I'm on all platforms, everywhere. You just type in Ugly Money, my big ass gonna pop up somewhere.
You gonna see him popping out too, cause
there it is.
Out there.
Yes, sir.
Fucking movement, we the move. It's your boy Wise got Q, the mouth for the South, and you already know we good, baby. Appreciate it.
Love and respect, bro. For sure, appreciate it. I enjoyed that.
That was cool.
Good in the city, I got all my people with me. See the sun got something to say, gotta put on for the air. Yeah, we good in the city, I got all my people with me. See the sun got something to say, we gotta put on for the air. Hey, come and have a seat, gotta come in here. This what training top is me. We got a vibe you can't deny. We too hot like it's July. Got you feeling like that girl. Got you feeling like that guy. Yeah, yeah, we good in the city. I got all my people with me. See the sun got something to say. Gotta put on for the air.
Damn, you made this at the Palace?
There it is.
What's going on, Nietzsche?
We are here, brother.
I know, man. Been a long time in the making.
Hey, man, we good.
We good. It's your boy, Wise Guy Q, the mouth for the South. And you already know, like Ugly Money Nietzsche said, we good.
We good.
And we back like crack. And that just mean we ain't never left, man.
There it is, brother. There it is.
Man, how
appreciate
feel,
you having me, man.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get with you for a minute, man. Schedule's been conflicting. You are busy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know, when you're an entrepreneur and you're building a brand, you always busy. There's always something you can be doing because you can always do more.
Yeah.
You can always do better. You can always do bigger and better things. And you're always striving for something. So, you know, I haven't been bored in 3 years. I can't think of the last time I've been bored. Like, man, I'm bored. You know how you just be around the house like, man, I'm bored. I ain't got nothing to do. I haven't been bored in 3 years because I've been pushing for this Ugly Money brand for about that time period. And once you are building your own business and your own buildings and everything like that, you never bored because you can always, hey, go to the building, go to the business, handle this, get this situation, get this paperwork done. You know what I'm saying? You always got something that you can always be striving towards. And so, you know, I'm always busy because I'm always pushing my brand.
For sure.
Respect.
And that's one thing I respect about you, man, is your grind, your hustle, and the way you market is everything you do. You know what I mean? I definitely been tuned in and tapped in and watching for a minute. Where you get like that marketing mindset from, or how you market everything, man? Because you're a marketing genius, bro.
I was a promoter. I was a club promoter.
Okay.
And it goes back. I mean, it goes back to my hometown, man. I wanted to rap. I had dreams and aspirations of being in the music industry, and very early on I realized I wanted to rap. Nobody wanted to put me on their shows, so I was like, well, I'm gonna throw my own show.
Yeah.
And then after about a month, my shows was bigger than the people's shows that I wanted to be on. And so it really came from a place of necessity. You know, I didn't exactly want to do it, but it's just like, well, if nobody else is going to do it for me, then I have to take the initiative and create it myself. And I'm very thankful for those things happening early on in my career where a lot of people let me down. But those people that let me down forced me to learn a craft, forced me to learn a hustle, forced me to learn something new, like club promotion or you know, videography. And I started doing videos for a time in my career, or recording and stuff like that. When the engineer don't want to record you, well, you better learn how to record yourself. And then, you know, so I used to throw shows for myself to rap. And so they became kind of big, and shows turned into parties, and parties turned into concerts. And then after I was killing the clubs, I was like,
right here in Atlanta?
Yeah, well, no, I was in Augusta, Georgia at the time.
Augusta.
And, you know, and that's how I got in the radio. I was like, well, I want my song on the radio. And the radio guy told me no. So I said, all right, I'm going to get a radio show.
For sure.
Sure enough,
I got it. Motivation,
for sure.
I know.
Not even a couple months later, the competing station offered me a position. So I played my song every damn hour on the hour. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it really came out of necessity of people letting me down and just me just having to figure it out on my own, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Respect.
For sure. So you from Augusta?
I was an Army brat, so I'm from everywhere.
Okay.
My dad was in the military. I grew up in Virginia, and when I got out the military, I was stationed in Augusta when I got out the military, and so I spent a lot of time there. From like 2006 to 2015, I was in and out of Augusta until I got signed in 2014 when I got signed by 8 Ball and MJG. Shouts out Push Management, by the way. I got signed by Ball and G 2014, 2015. Ball says, hey man, it's time for you to leave. And moved to Atlanta in 2015 with $100 to my name and no car. You know what I mean? So yeah, Atlanta's been dope to me though. You know, I haven't been here that long. Yeah, for sure. This is definitely the city where dreams can come true and dreams are made. It's a working city. That's what I like about it, because I like to work.
Yeah, get some money out here.
For sure. If you work hard and do good business, you definitely can.
We had Stan the Man and Blue on the show, and they say that your definition of ugly money is the first time from that first dollar you get to that $1 million.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Money.
That's the process of success.
Hard.
Yeah, it's the process of success, man.
Sure.
Everything between your first dollar, your first million, man. It's the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the wins, the losses. It's the lessons. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when we really learn. That's when we really learn how, you know, this thing goes. That's when we really learn. Like, you know, you learn your lesson. You get your knowledge from failing. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, I don't want to do that again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how ugly money. That's what ugly money means right there, man.
Man, I see you always dropping gems to the people on Instagram and everything, man. So I got a personal one for you, like some personal advice, like kind of a situation we're going through right now. Like when you when you build up your brand to a certain level, you know what I mean, and you feel like what's expected of you, and it's a certain image that's expected of you, and all of that, you know what I mean, just a certain height that you're supposed to be on. But you kind of get knocked down a little bit, so you kind of like starting from the bottom again. You know what I mean? Are you supposed to keep pushing through that? You know what I mean? By any means necessary, or are you supposed to take a break, and then, you know what I mean, regroup, get everything you need to get back on that level to present yourself how you feel like it's necessary to present yourself?
It's a little bit of both, and I say that because you want to be of sound mind and body to push. Because if you're not moving right, you're not living right, you're not thinking right, you're not feeling right, you're not going to get the kind of results that you want. For instance, you know what I'm saying, if you want to be a rapper and you can't keep the lights on, it's going to be hard for you to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got money to get in the club, let alone park outside, you're broke. But you want to be a rapper.
Right.
You're trying to push your rap career while being broke. It's going to be hard. So you probably need to get that handled first, because it's going to be hard as hell for you to feel like you're a star. And people, you know, some people agree, some people don't. This is my concept, because I've been there. If you can't keep the lights on, how the hell can you afford a marketing plan or a promotional plan? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But I say no to that as well, because of the fact that some people like to procrastinate. Meaning, you need to set yourself, you need to give yourself a time period. Hey man, I'm giving myself 60 days to get it together, and then we're going. And you set that time period, you set that time, and you hold yourself accountable for it. You hold yourself accountable to it. Like when I made the transition from, you know, rapping to Ugly Money, I changed my name and everything. I gave myself 90 days to figure out what I was going to do in my life, or which direction I was going to go. I was like, okay, I'm going to figure it out. I tried a couple little things, you know, tested this out, tested that out. And really, you know, my spirit just told me, it was like, man, just go out there and help people. Just help as many people as you can from what you learned in your career, and let your career be a light, you know, to other people that may be in the dark. And that's why I say, you know, you don't want to be overly procrastinator, you know, being a procrastinator where you're just sitting there waiting for 2-3 years talking about, yeah, I'm ready to get my shit together. I'm about to start this, bro. I just gotta wait for Nah, bro, because and that's why I say you gotta push through as well, because of the fact that you're never gonna be totally ready.
Right.
Everything's never gonna be perfect. Everything's never gonna be all the way there. You know, you don't usually make your first shot that you take, but you gotta miss some to start making them. That way you can know how to adjust. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think Michael Jordan made his first shot he ever took.
He ain't made the varsity first
Exactly.
time.
So, but you know what I'm saying? If he never took those shots, he never took those losses, he wouldn't be becoming what he came today. So in that case, I say push through it, because when it's time, it's time. Hey, I gave myself 90 days. It's time. And I was like, well, first thing I was going to do was start a podcast. When I started my podcast, I didn't have a camera crew. I didn't have no big studio mics or anything like that. It was me and such on 2 Droid cell phones and a GoPro trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And we just took it from there. Like, look, we're going to start. And then that 1 episode turned to 2, and by the 3rd episode, the camera guy saw that we was doing a podcast and was like, hey man, I'll come shoot it at a very affordable price. A price I couldn't refuse. And I was like, okay. And now we got a camera crew. And so if I had never started and I had waited the whole time, oh, I gotta wait till I got a camera crew and everything like that. No, starting got me the camera crew. Going through the process and pushing through is what brought everything that I needed to it. You know what I'm saying? And we shooting in my house, and then turn around, you know, we ended up getting a studio location, and then while we were at somebody else's studio location renting it, I started building this. I would have never got there had I not started at my house on that damn GoPro. You know what I mean? Where the words didn't even link up. You feel what I'm saying? Humble beginnings, my brother.
Sure.
First episode, 172 views, my guy.
Dope.
Yes, sir. 107, and I was proud of them.
That's how you be knowing to be meant.
I was proud of it.
Like, I'm like proud of that thing. Like, yeah, man. Somebody watching.
We all start from zero, bro.
Yeah.
We all start from zero. Yeah. It's just continuing to push forward and knowing that zero gonna turn into millions one day.
Where you get that confidence from, man?
Whew. You know, man, I had a conversation with an ex-girlfriend of mine a little while back, and we hadn't talked about 4 or 5 years, and she said, you know, I see that you're doing everything that you said you was gonna do. And I said, I'm just glad I wasn't crazy. And she said, what you mean by that? I said, it took me 15 years of failing, of losing, of making the wrong decisions, of doing it the wrong way, to get to a point where I started to actually recoup some of the money and some of the time and the energy that I put into this situation. And so it's a situation where like the confidence came from nobody else believed in me, so I had to believe in me.
Right.
I didn't have a big homie to invest in me. I didn't have a partner or whatever to say, hey, do this way. You know, I had to figure that out on my own. And I think it was just stubbornness to the point where, look, hey man, this is what I want to do, and ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't do it. Because if I look at what these guys are doing, I feel like I can do the same thing or better. And once you believe in that, you know what I'm saying, it's just once you convince yourself, now you just gotta go convince the world. Now all I gotta do is convince another person. That person can convince another person. Then it trickles down. It's a domino effect. So I think the fact that people didn't believe in me early on, it kind of gave me a chip on my shoulder to make me prove people wrong. Like I use that kind of negative energies as fuel. You know what I'm saying? It's a battery in my back. Like, oh, you don't think I can build a company? Watch this. You know, oh, you don't think I can get a record deal? Watch this. You know what I'm saying? So I always use that. I always use the negativity in a positive manner. And the funny thing about my career is usually every time something bad would happen, I used to automatically know, like, oh, something bad has happened. That means something great's going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? And I always took a level up in my career. Every time I leveled up, it was right on the aftermath of something bad happening. No, facts. Sometimes I look forward and like, oh, that's some bullshit. I know I'm about to get a check. Facts.
Calm after the storm.
No respect, fact.
Something like that. Yeah, man. So Freebands used to be A&R for Freebands, right?
Yeah, man. No, it's still the bird, man. Ain't nothing bigger than the bird. You know what I mean? I'm a guy that's kind of loyal. I'm kind of built different. I got a backbone, and so anytime a person gives me an opportunity, whether or not I can get money with them today or tomorrow, whenever. Like, it's still going to be the same love. The same situation with Ball and G and Push Management. It's a situation where you at one point believed in me when no one else did, so I'm loyal to you to the end. You feel what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be a Push Management artist, and I don't rap no more. I'm always gonna be a Freebands A&R. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. The fact that they saw something in me that I didn't in turn see in myself. I didn't know what an A&R was when I got that job. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing me, and that's what they said. He like, we want you to do what you do, because that's the A&R.
So where did the Ugly Money brand just come from? Where the whole concept come from?
I was in it. I moved to Atlanta 2015. $100 in my name, no car. My girl at the time was paying the bills. We had been together for 3 years. Of course, I was always the breadwinner in Augusta. I was the biggest club promoter out there, and they were on the radio and everything. I moved to Atlanta, stepping out on faith. We say, she says, you know, I got us. For 6 months, I got us for the first 6 months to reestablish yourself. So, of course, after 2 months, she dipped. Yeah, right? So, 2 months, she dipped. She leave me with a red line. This is a true story, man. I took care of her for 3 years in Augusta. Come to Atlanta. She's last 2 months. She's like, I'm gone. I'm going back to Augusta. She didn't want to ride. She didn't want to ride. Listen, the moment that the roles had to change for 6 months, it was over with. But anyway, here nor there. I pushed through. Start, you know, try to go through my rap career. You know what I'm saying? I'm a signed artist at this time, and it just didn't work the way we thought it was going to work. And I would never be one of these people that point fingers at it's my fault. I did it. It's my fault that it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the you know how the artists like to blame the label for all this shit? Right. Nah, it was my fault. It's my fault because of the fact of the matter is that I could have had the money to put up behind my promotion and marketing. I should have did that shit myself. I should have put myself on tour. I should have promoted myself. I should have put my shit on World Star. I should have had the backing and financial shits to put my things up. I shouldn't have had to wait on nobody else. Right. So I take full responsibility for that. So anyway, failed rap career. Rap career just crashes out, right?
You like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm okay with it. It used to hurt. But it don't hurt no more. So failed rap career. And I'm like, you know, it's time for me to retire. I got to figure out something else because this isn't working. And I remember, you know, talking to the company. I was like, you know, I think I'm going to retire, you know what I'm saying, step away and try to figure out something else. And like I said, I just took some time to really think, like, what do I want to do in my life? Like, where am I most valuable at? Where can I actually be of service to the world? And I was doing these slap contests back then. These girls, I don't know if you ever seen the videos where the girls slap each other in the ring. Yeah. That's me in the middle of the ring saying, yeah, that's me in the middle of the ring talking about 1, 2, 3.
You in the club?
That was me. That's me. It's me. Anytime it's some black girls, it's me. So I was doing that all over the country, and I was like, well, I can't do this shit till I'm 50. You know? So I had to figure something out. And like I said, you know, a spirit came over me. It's like, look, bro, help people. You've been doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just really dedicated my life. I was like, I want to be as much service as I can to people that want to be helped as I possibly can. And that's when I changed the name from my rap name to Ugly Money Nietzsche, which it wasn't even like 3 years ago. Changed my name.
Oh, that shit going fast.
Changed the thought process, and I just changed my whole mindset of, instead of, because before I was me. Now I'm like, how can I help you? And when I did that, Ugly Money was born, bro.
Right. And then making the right connections along the way. I be telling people, like, the right connections and relationships are assets too.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So you gotta invest in them.
No, man, they worth more than money. The right person, the person that you can call and to pick up the phone and hear you out, that's power.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? That shows just how much power you have. If I can call a label, I can call COP and he answers the phone and here's what I have to say. That's power. You know what I'm saying? So your network is your net worth. It's really, this game is about relationships, because of the fact of the matter is that's the most important thing. Because if it was all about money, Floyd Mayweather would have the biggest record label in the world, because ain't none of these niggas got more money than Floyd, and people don't even know that Floyd got a record label. So if it was all about money, Floyd Mayweather would be the biggest. You know, Floyd Mayweather would be goddamn, you know, Master P. You know what I mean? So it's not, you know, it's about relationships, and that's one thing that that I definitely pride myself on is I care for my relationships and tend to them just like money. Like, I'm as careful with them as possible. Like, if one of my partners or my cohorts or my peers call me and ask a favor of me, I'm going to deliver. Yeah. Because when I call you, I would like for the same kind of energy. And sometimes people don't give it to you. But as long as you keep it solid on your end, hey man, you good. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You good. And I just learned that to nurture those relationships and build those, because the same people that I knew in this game 10 years ago are the same people that I get money with today. Where my brother, 2 Official at QC, 10 years ago, he was just like a street teamer. And now he's head of the marketing department. Mm-hmm. So we both grew together, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas a lot of people try to think like, oh, I need to reach for these big people or these big names. No, bro, you need to grow with your peers. You need to grow with the people that's around you, because those are the people that's going to go the length for you, you know what I'm saying?
Come up, we all come up together.
So I always... I kind of took that idea with like, hey man, me and my partners, we're going to grow together. When it's our time, it's our time. And I believe it's our time.
For sure.
It's your boy MD Uno live with the We Good podcast.
And it's Wise Guy Q, and you know we stay good, baby. And if you a pie head like me, then you need to listen up real quick. Finna tell you about some in these streets. We call it crack pies.
Home of the sweet potato pies. It's the crack for me.
Hey man, it ain't just sweet potato pie, it's sweet potato cheesecake pies, bro.
Yeah, man.
How they do that?
How they do that?
Man, I don't know, man, but it's the official sponsor of the We Good podcast. Go to Crack Pies on all your social media networks. So if you got that sweet tooth, then we have your addiction, you know what I mean? So tell them what to do, Mook.
Go to www.crackpies.com, and that's crack with a K.
Or you can contact us at 1-833-89-CRACK with a K. You know what I mean? And don't forget, we're your neighborhood dessert dealers. It's the crack for me.
It's the crack for me.
Get at 'em.
This crack shit, man, it's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. Shit just be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it.
So, man, y'all definitely making noise out here.
Respect.
Doing the thing with the Ugly Money Summit and everything.
Yeah.
We got China Monet out here. She going crazy.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite female artists now, man. Bro. I think she's gonna be one of them big ones, man.
China Monet is one of the most genuine, hardworking people, not just female artists, people that I've ever met in my life. Like, she, I was not even looking for an artist when I signed her. I had definitely had in my mind, I ain't signing no artist, I don't want to do this, I'm not on that. And somehow, some way, her personality and her energy alone just led me to be like, you know what, I believe in this because you believe in this so much, to the point where, hey, let's work together, let's see how we can make it happen together. And so when I first met China Monet, she had like 1,000 followers. You know? Yeah, she had like 1,000 followers. Yeah, it was wild, man. She had 1,000 followers, never did a real show. Oh man, not even that long ago. It was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And yeah, man, yeah. And she's blossomed into something that that I always saw was, you know, I saw it. I knew she was a star. And you know, I look forward to this summer. We really showing the world, you know, just how much of a star she is.
You got that Bel Air thing going crazy.
Yeah, man. She
doing her thing.
You know the thing I like about
she cool people too.
You know the reason I love the way she, because I don't have to tell China to work.
Right.
I don't have to babysit her. I don't have to hold her hand. If she needs me, I'm there. If she needs the support, I got her. But I don't have to push a button to activate her. China gonna go hustle, and China gonna go get it.
And what you looking for?
For sure, because I can't. The manager and the company cannot work harder than the artist. Right. And I think that's the main misperception of things. Like, oh, I'm signing to him, he gonna do all the work. No, nigga, this your career, it ain't my career. I can't want it more than you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I have dealt with artists that I seem like, man, I think I'm more committed to this than he is or she is. You know what I'm saying?
Made some mistakes.
And it's a red flag. It's like, wait a minute, if you don't want this more than, if I want this more than you, then nigga, I might as well get on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so China is exact opposite. She wants it. she's gonna work, she's gonna hustle, and she's reaping the benefits. You know, when I met that girl, she was working at Olive Garden in Albany, Georgia.
Yeah.
And one thing I pride myself on is that woman does not have a job, drives a Benz, lives in a beautiful goddamn condo in Atlanta, all off music that we made.
Shout out China Monet, man.
Come on, man.
Shout out China. Gotta get you back on the show again too. She came out before.
Yeah. Big China that chick, man.
Yeah, y'all got Moody Street Baby. Say,
yeah.
How you go about getting these artists, man?
My platform, man. I think I built the platform is for the exact reason, to find talent. Because how else? It takes a lot of money. I'm glad you asked the question. It takes a lot of money to push artists. Mm-hmm. I mean, just for them to blip the radar, just for them to even get a bit of notoriety, you're looking at least $100,000, right? Mm-hmm. And I wasn't born rich, right? And I'm not gonna take these penitentiary chances to do it or whatever. And I'm not gonna scam for it. So how do I go get the money? So I built a platform that finds talent. Mm-hmm. I got a tour. We're going on a 35 to 40 city tour. I got the Ugly Money Music Summit. So basically, the cream of the crop will rise to the top. I'm giving this a whole lot, and giving all the artists that come, they definitely gonna leave with connections, interviews, relationships, of course, tons, right? But there's that one diamond in the rough. Right. I could take a shot on him, and it doesn't matter if he has a big Instagram following. It doesn't matter if he's got big high streaming numbers, or it doesn't matter if he's got a whole lot of motion. It's the fact of the matter is that the platform is based off talent. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it. It's only one of the few platforms left today that just look for talent, like real deal talent. Like we looking for the best person, the best artist. Right. You know, because labels, they looking for numbers. They looking for buzz.
A lot of them know. So how you cipher through all that?
Man, a process. You gotta. It's like survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? We go to the cities. Like say we went to like for Moody, we went to Kansas City. He killed it, you know what I'm saying? So we invited him to Atlanta to the Music Summit. He came to the Music Summit, made the top 10. After he made the top 10 comes, and he had to be the top one, you know what I'm saying? So Moody ended up beating out like 5,000 artists nationwide to get that spot. So,
and it was the second year coming back again.
Yeah, because the first year he came in second to D Jizzle. You know what I'm saying? And so for him to have that intestinal fortitude to be like, you know what? I was so close the year before. You know, some people would have got an attitude and got mad, and you know what I mean. He was like, "Nah, I'm about to come back next year. It's mine." And he really came back and spent that block, and now we rocking.
He cool people too.
No respect.
Yeah, man. What you think about these artists out here though, man? They taking out the good ones, man. Like,
it's unfortunate, man.
Some people trouble, man. Just passed, man. Like, it's crazy out here, bro. Like, what you think?
It's dangerous to be a rapper. You know, that's even with the Trouble situation, it wasn't exactly even a rap beef, but you know, you got to understand that any time that you make the decision in your life not to be a regular person, you got a target on your back. And that your good news is not good news to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Your good news sometimes is bad news to the next person or whatever. And people will associate their failures with your success. So you always just got to be... you always got to be aware, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep your eyes open. You always got to be, you know, just cognizant of what's going on. Like, the funny part about it is, of course, I know Trouble, but I also know the female. I know Rissa for years. I knew Rissa when she was a kid. She's a sweet kid, sweet girl now. You know, sweet woman. And it's a shame at how it happened.
Bullshit, man.
Yeah, you know, and I wasn't there.
Right.
I don't know the ifs, ands, or buts, and I haven't had a conversation with Rissa, and hopefully we can have a conversation maybe on my platform soon. But I just try to pray for all the parties involved. Yeah, I'm talking about from the victims to the criminals, man. Pray for all of them. Like, hey, man, I just hope that and pray that people see that it's not worth it.
Man, we losing the good ones, man. The good ones, bro.
You know, like, you know, and the Dolph hurt me. You know, the Dolph hurt me bad because, you know, Dolph was my first major feature. You know, me and Dolph got it. You know, when I was signed with Ball and G, everything out of Memphis, I'm collabing with. So, you know, me and Dolph got a song together. We shot the video.
Oh yeah,
and everything.
I heard that.
We shot the video and everything. And Dolph was just
you blue and
he's such a genuine guy. You know, he was such a genuine guy and everything. And it's just like, dang, they taking some of the good ones. But those are when you good like that, the people love you like that. That's when you got to be wary, because the fact that all these people love you is gonna breed hate in this fuck nigga over here. So you got to keep your eyes open. And I do too. I do it too. And the fact that I know that motherfuckers love Ugly Money need you. Yeah, nigga. All right, cool. But I see your hating ass in the back. Don't think I'm motherfucking by myself, nigga. I ain't never by myself.
Know how to
Facts.
move. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Do you think if a rapper came out and was himself and honest about who he was, like, all right, I'm good at dropping these bars and I'm fine rapping about bricks and killing and all this shit, but in real life I'm really a lame. You know what I mean? Or in real life I'm really a snitch. You know
Wow.
I mean? Or some shit, you know. You think his career would still go as far, you know what I mean, as the rappers who come out and follow that same lane? You know what I mean?
I think I think his career could go. He could have some success, but I think it's going to eat him up because he's going to have to act, and he's going to have to continue to be this facade, and it's going to eventually eat him up. I think that's sometimes why these artists go into depression and stuff, because they tired of putting on the show. You feel what I'm saying? When in actuality, it doesn't even make sense anymore because there's a lane in the audience for everybody. You are old nigga, you want to rap? They got old nigga. They got old nigga raps. They got old nigga rap fans.
Yeah.
You a lame. They got nerd rappers, nigga. Look at Logic. He's a lame. He's lame, and he sells millions of. Tyler the Creator.
So you saying there's enough different lanes?
Of course, it's a whole nerd. Exactly. Everybody don't gotta be NBA YoungBoy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because Tyler the Creator sold more records than that nigga, and he's weird. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just the best artists. The best. Go ahead. The best artists that I've seen are the ones that are just true to themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be nothing that you don't want to be. Given you want to be the best version of yourself, but you don't have to be anyone that you don't want to be. Man, be yourself, because that's what people are going to gravitate to. And they'll gravitate quicker if they know you being honest.
Don't the labels be more looking toward for that one sound? You know what I mean? And it'll be harder to get on when you doing something outside of the box.
From what I've seen from these labels, they looking for what's working. If you got nerd rap and you can find a way where you got a whole 10,000 nerds that's loving you, you know, if you got 10,000 nerds that's loving you, the label want that because you selling nerd raps. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just got to make it has to work. So if you found your audience, if you found your fan base, and it's a whole bunch of nerds, and goddamn it, you know, somebody gonna sign because it's money. If I know that, you know, it's gonna be 20,000 weirdos coming to this concert paying $100, why am I not signing this artist?
Yeah,
I'm making $1 million in a night. I'm signing him. I don't give a fuck if we do weird shit for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about finding your fan base. I think that's the thing that most artists forget about, is the fact that they just have to find their fan base. When you find your fan base, you know, you'll be all right.
I know you're a busy man.
Oh, it's all good,
wrap
man.
it up, and just want to ask you one more thing. You think
sir.
you could be like passionate about two different things, right? And then, you know, if you're passionate about two different things and you choose to pursue one passion, but that passion not going for you, but you've been putting all this work into it, are you supposed to stop pursuing that passion and say, okay, this ain't for me, you know what I mean, and move on to something else?
I know exactly what you're talking about, brother.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes, and it's crazy because I've been there, sometimes your passion is different than your calling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes what we want to do is, we're passionate about it, we really want it. But what we're called here to do, when we were naturally gifted at, is something completely different. I had a passion, bro. I had a passion to be a rapper, nigga. I wanted to be a rapper.
Me too.
Nigga, like, I wanted to be a rapper. I was in the military for 8 years. I spent all my military money and going to shows, I was a nigga with the flyers and the CDs and the t-shirts. I had the shit in the back of my, you know, I'm packing my truck. You know, I put all my money behind rapping. And I worked so hard at it that I got to the point where I got signed. But my calling, bro, I did this shit in 2 years.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
I've been rapping for 15. I didn't make a dime.
Yeah.
I loved it. I enjoyed every moment of it. But my calling was different than my passion. And so sometimes you just gotta know when it's time for your calling. Because when you follow your calling, you can use your calling to get your passion where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Meaning, if I wanted to rap right now today, I would be way more successful than I was 5-10 years ago. Yeah. Because I understand how to move a record. Sure. So the bigger you are in your sometimes you got to use the calling to open the doors up so your passion can shine through. And what we want to do is just do what we passionate about, and then But if your phone ring 10 times and it's people that say, for instance, you cook, and you passionate about goddamn poker. But listen now, check me out now. Yeah. But your phone ring. The last 10 times your phone ring is people that want you to pull up and cook. Oh man, I'm for that cooking shit, man. I want to cook, man. I want to play the poker game, bro. Man, cook for the goddamn World Series of Poker, bro. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Get those connections, work those connections. Now you in the building. Now you in there. Fuck around, one nigga gonna slip up one day. All right. Hey, I play, and that's how you get it. So I tell people sometimes you can use your calling to get you your passion, because sometimes the passion is gonna be hard to do. I can rap, man. If I rap right now, I know my shit will go crazy. I know it would. I know how to do it now. Yeah. I know how to market. I know how to promote. I know exactly what I need to do as an artist, because I do it for my artist. So I will be a bigger rapper now at 40 years old than I ever was at 21. Crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Perfect time.
Respect.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you sitting down.
Oh man, I appreciate you having me.
The first time I seen you in person, it was at the HHF Awards.
Okay, yeah.
But you was bossed up with that motherfucker.
Shouts out Pimpin' Ken.
Yeah, shouts out Big Pimpin' Ken,
yeah.
Man. You was suited and booted, goddamn.
Yeah, I had to put that shit on, man. Because Ken be clean, man. Right, so I'm like, okay, we gonna do some player shit. You know what I mean? I'm over here with the G's.
Okay.
I had to go. I had to go get that thing suited. Yeah.
So I ain't even step to you there, 'cause I ain't want like no group, because you bossed up on us, man.
That was my first suit I probably wore in 5 years, man. It was suit 5 years, man. No, I had fun at that, man. Shouts out Pimpin' Ken.
We came out here to the media expo, and I seen you up close in person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, okay, he real down to earth.
No,
man.
for sure.
Real individual.
Because man, at the end of the day, we all the same. We just one play away from being major. You feel what I'm saying? Because what I don't want to be is the guy that I ran into coming up, the crab.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? Because the nigga that put that battery in my back be like, I'm gonna show that nigga. I don't want to be that to nobody. Because you know what? If a person may be in a puppet stage of they grind, but he gonna grow up to be a big dog. And you want to make sure that all these big dogs like you. Because if not, because by the time they become big dogs, you're gonna be, come on now. You're gonna be an old dog, but I want to be welcomed by the big dogs.
Right.
My career or my relevance hasn't even is not going to even reach the type of limits that it can reach till about 5-10 years from now, when all these artists that are tapping in become A-listers. You feel what I'm saying? When they blow, you know what I mean? And so I always try to leave people with at least a warm and fuzzy, like, yo, this cat is a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a type of person you can come up and talk to me. I'm not too arrogant to speak to nobody. I don't think I'm better than anybody. You gonna respect me, but at the same time, I'm not that guy that is just gonna shoot somebody off. So you know what I'm saying. So because I've been there. I've been the guy that wanted to get a person to check me out. I've been the guy that wanted a shot. You know what I'm saying. And I can't give a shot to everybody, but for whoever wants it and shows that they want it, shit, it's here. Let's get it. Sure. Tap in with me.
You definitely on your way, man. Doing your thing, got the plan. And y'all in motion. Definitely got motion, and y'all outside, man. For sure, man. Keep pushing, keep grinding, man. Like you say, like you ain't even accomplished what you're gonna do in 5-10 years.
For sure. We just getting started. I don't get tired.
I can be one of the biggest, biggest, man.
That's the goal, sir.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like one of the biggest independents. So let's do it, man. We rocking right with you, man. Right now, man. We good, man. We got Ugly Money Nietzsche, the boss. You know what I mean? We right here in Ugly Money Studio. Finna get into this media night. These things be big, man. Y'all come tap in, man. Y'all go follow Ugly Money Nietzsche. Tell them where to follow you at, man.
Follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money Niche. I'm on all platforms, everywhere. You just type in Ugly Money, my big ass gonna pop up smiling.
You gonna see him popping out too, cause he be out there.
Yes, sir.
Fucking movement, we the move. It's your boy Wise got Q, the mouth for the South. And you already know we good, baby. I appreciate it.
Love and respect, bro.
For sure,
Appreciate it.
man.
I enjoyed that.
That was cool.
My man, thank you. I'm sorry my phone and shit can't go on.
Oh, no, you good. It happened.
The goddamn genius of a DJ gonna knock on the damn window while doing the interview.
It happened. I keep it all finished.
I appreciate it. Well, hello.